mercy by the dawn's early light. Why so proudly we hail at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare above mercy in air gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave. Nasz kim twoja zemlja, dostignij tej, jak matyr promowia. With glowing hearts we see rise the true north, strong and free. From far and wide, O Canada, we stand on guard for thee. God keep our land glorious and free. Oh, Canada, we stand on guard for thee. Oh, Canada, we stand on guard for thee.
This is Oil Country. Now, with the call of tonight's exclusive NHL broadcast, Bob Stauffer and Cam Moon on the Oilers Radio Network.
A Pacific Division matchup. The Edmonton Oilers hosting the Los Angeles Kings. Good evening, Cam Moon, along with Bob Stauffer, Bryn Griffiths, Rob Brown, Brendan Escott, Jack Michaels. We are the Oilers Radio Network. Go to our starting lineup. And it's brought to you by Coventry Homes. Flexibility within reach. Get back in the game with customizable designs by Coventry Homes, the official builder of the Edmonton Oilers. For the Oilers up front, it'll be Adam Henrique with Connor Brown and Matthias Janmark. Janmark playing in game 600 of his NHL career. Darnell Nurse and Brett Kulak there on defense. Stuart Skinner starts in goal. For the Kings, Anze Kopitar with Alex Turcotte and Adrian Kempe up front on defense. Mikey Anderson and Vladislav Gavrikov in goal. It's Darcy Kemper. Referees Kyle Raymond and Cody Beach, Devin Berg and Jonathan Deschamps. They're on the lines. We get set to go. The puck dropped and we're underway here at Rogers Place, and it's at center ice, and it's Kulak to Henrique on the right wing. Into the Kings zone, comes across the line, gets it over to Janmark in front of the net. He was looking for Brown, just missed on the redirect. Kulak will put it off the end boards, and Kempe is slow to go to the Kings bench, and the whistle goes.
Yeah, lower body looked like his left leg collided with Henrique. We've seen how tough Kempe is. He's been blown up a couple times real good in playoff games and been able to gut his way through it.
Goes to the Kings bench and
got a whistle there. A right ankle.
Yep. Henrique got knocked down and went right into Kempe's skates. Face off to the right of Kemper. Kemper 12-2-5 with a .921 save percentage. This is 21st appearance. And it comes up the boards off of Nugent Hopkins into the skates of Fogle, and Byfield will get it up the right wing and out to center ice. Byfield across to Fogle and over the Oiler line. The shot, and just getting enough of it was Skinner. Centered in front, gloved by Skinner. He held onto it. Warren Fogle wasting no time putting that towards the goal. 36 seconds
And
into
they
the
wasted
scoreless
no
first.
time to get Tanner Jeannot on the ice on that line right away.
Not surprised.
Yep.
Played well against the Oilers.
Yep.
December 28th. It's a 4-3 win in overtime for the Kings. As Nugent Hopkins will take the draw against Byfield to the right of Skinner. Puck to the left point. Anderson shoots it wide of the net. Gavrikov will keep it in. Right wing corner to Byfield. Top of the circle to Jeannot. Jeannot could not get a pass back to the point. Goes to the right wing corner. And now to McDavid. It's his birthday today. 28 seasons. Gives it to Bouchard to the Kings blue line. Gets broken up by Anderson. He gets it out. Puck the neutral zone for Jeannot. Cross to Fogle. Bump it back into his own end. Gavrikov to Anderson. He's got some room up the left wing. Ooh, takes a hard hit from McDavid. The puck against the boards, and Fiala only for a moment had it. Podkolzin trying to get it out. Deneau's going to keep it in, but it's Stetcher up to Arvidsson, and he'll come down the right wing, cut to the middle. He'll drop the puck back, and the shot from the point by Nurse just goes wide. Arvidsson to the right wing corner. Edmonton has it now.
There's been some hits already in this game.
Grant Clark will get it up the right wing to Deneau. Off the right wing boards and in. We're minute 35 gone here. Scoreless first. Oilers taking on the Kings. Puck left point. Edmondson shot. And that one hit bodies in front. Goes to the left wing corner. Stetcher up the boards. And Arvidsson, the former King, across to Podkolzin. Brings the puck in over the line. Gives it to Draisaitl on the right side. Turns to the right wing. Gets the puck to the middle off of Emberson. It goes to the net. And Kemper sweeps it over to the right wing. And Moore is able to get it out. The puck hits center ice. Moore to Lewis. Lewis will get it down low. Now to Moore. Side of the net. Centers that. Lewis with a shot. Bad save by Skinner. He stopped the rebound too and covers it up. Good chance there for Trevor Lewis of the Kings right in the slot. 2:15 gone here in a scoreless first period.
Oilers a little bit sloppy around their own goal here.
Yeah, Lewis found...
And Kempe didn't miss a shift. What did I tell you?
Right back out there. Taped an aspirin to it and got back out.
Yeah.
Face off to the left of Skinner. His last game was Thursday. It was a 5-3 loss in Pittsburgh. He had 21 saves. Puck goes over to the left wing boards in the Edmonton zone. Jan Markle scoop it across. Goes to the right side to Connor Brown. He'll dump it in. Spence goes after it for the Kings. On the end boards, hit by Henrique. On the right wing, top of the circle. Can't get it out through the middle to Spence. Spence gets the center ice. Shoots it in. Skinner to play it. And now Emberson comes up the right wing. Cross ice to Kulak. Get to center ice. Dump the puck. It rims on the right wing. Anderson behind the net to Gavrikov. Gavrikov will come up the right wing. Bank it out to the neutral zone. Bouchard chopped at it. And it does come out of the zone. Anderson on the left wing will shoot it into the Edmonton end. Ekholm. Got the puck up the left side. Top of the circle. Just off a stick. Doesn't get out. Goes back to Bouchard though. Cross ice. Matthias Ekholm through the middle, through the skates of Hyman, goes into the Kings end. Left wing corners, Anderson will go across to Gavrikov. Up the right wing to Fiala, to Anderson. To Fiala, at center ice got checked. Anderson followed it, across on the right wing. Give it to LaFerriere, he'll drive towards the net off the pad of Skinner. Puck goes over to the boards on the right wing. It's Hyman for the Oilers on the right side. And he'll just bump it back to Bouchard. Scoreless here in the first. 3:45 gone. Ekholm will dump it into the King zone. Anderson up the left wing boards finds Fiala. Fiala will get up to center ice. Cross ice pass off of LaFerriere. Goes deep into the Oiler end. Nurse swing it up the left wing to Arvidsson. Just got it out to center ice. Draisaitl. Got it to the blue line, got into the skates at Podkolzin, and it'll come down to Arvidsson, comes off the left wing boards now to Brown, the shot, and the save made by Kemper as Josh Brown jumped up into the play and got the feed from Arvidsson. Face-off will be in the Kings zone. It'll be to the left of Darcy Kemper.
Well, Quentin Byfield using a stick on Connor McDavid, the birthday boy here. That's interesting. pair of Wasserman clients. Of course, Byfield used to be represented by Jeff Jackson, who's now the CEO of Hockey Ops for the Edmonton Oilers.
Edmondson on the right to Kempe, and he'll skate up the right wing for the Kings. We'll get the puck in to Turcotte. He'll go to the right corner. Jam it in behind the net. Kopitar walking out, went off his stick. It'll go to Turcotte. He'll shoot it, and it's saved by Skinner. He covered it up. Kempe was right in front of the net. I don't think Skinner saw it, but it hit him, and he covers it. 4:29 gone here in a scoreless first as the Oilers take on the Kings.
Kings did a lot of line match in that game in Los Angeles, and the line that swung momentum for them in that game was Byfield with Fogle and Jeannot.
Kulak in the left corner, able to lift it up and out. Moverari back into his own end, up the left wing, off the stick of Turcotte, goes right to Kasperi Kapanen. He'll shoot it in. Goes in behind the goal. Moverari up the left wing. Stetchard pinched in. The puck comes out. Kopitar down the left side with Kempe. The pass across. Oh my! What a save made by Skinner, and it goes on top of the net. Kempe gets absolutely robbed by Stuart Skinner coming across. He got it with a pad.
He got lucky is what he got, because that puck easily could have deflected into the net.
No, that's a good save.
No, it's a great save, but it's luck. I mean, he got across, was able to get enough of it with his glove.
Oh my! That's amazing.
Landed on the back of the net.
Just got enough. Oh, what a stop by Skinner. A 2-on-1 with Kempe and Kopitar, and the pass was perfect. The shot was hard and elevated. That's a goal 9 times out of 10. Amazing stop.
Kings have come to play. They've outshot Edmonton 5-2. And the Oilers have had 3 sequences in the neutral ice that have created opportunities for Los Angeles. Look out.
More turn and shoot, and it's wide of the net. Edmonton will keep it in.
Everything to the net for Los Angeles early.
Poked out over the head of Edmondson, and that's icing as Ekholm got it down, all the way down.
Well, they added size, right? They got Jeannot. Yes. Didn't really work for Jeannot in Tampa Bay after a 24-goal, 130 penalty minute season with Nashville. Tampa Bay gave up a lot to get him, so they ended up getting Jeannot from Tampa Bay. They brought in Edmondson on defense, and then they got Fogle. And I'm committed to playing Byfield at center.
Puck comes out off the draw.
Think of where they are, and they've not had Drew Doughty, who I think we agree is still a top 5 defenseman in this league the entire year.
Oh, at some point, they'll be adding a really good defenseman from within. Bouchard will get the puck into the Kings zone. It goes to the corner. Gavrikov up the right wing to Lewis, now to Moore. Moore will bring it out down the right wing into the Oiler end. Goes to the corner. He'll put it right through the slot. Comes across on the left. Anderson, middle of the ice. Bouchard will get it out. He'll find McDavid. Now in over the Kings blue line and can't get through. It'll go to Bouchard, and he's shot off the stick of Moore, and that goes out of play. 5:46 gone here in a scoreless first period.
Talked to Evan Bouchard on Oilers Now today, and 7 even strength goals. He's got 10 power play assists, but he hasn't scored on the power play all year.
You think at some point it'll happen.
My theory is it's the quicker you get the shot off, and it just seems like he's a little deliberate in how much time he takes. And when he's on his game, it's going right away.
He's off to the left to Kemper. Draisaitl will take the draw. First in goals, second in NHL scoring going into tonight's action. Kicks it over to Podkolzin, and the pass to the point. Kulak had gone to the middle, so it goes down the ice. Skinner to play it. Now Fogel's in on the forecheck, runs into Kulak. Puck goes
penalty's
the
on.
left wing, and there's a penalty coming up.
Got to put some time in and improve the puck handling if you're Stuart Skinner.
Kulak's going to go to the box.
I mean, he's unforced error.
Edmonton 27 has 2 minutes.
And that is part of the modus operandi of what LA tried to do in the playoffs, was soft chip, soft dump pucks. Kings get their first power play of the game. They're 29th in the league at 15%. The Oilers' penalty killing's 24th at 76.8, but it's been pretty good of late.
Oiler penalty kill. It's brought to you by Napa Auto Parts, proud partner of the Edmonton Oilers. Oilers able to clear it and get it down the ice. 18-20 in the last 11 games for Edmonton.
Yeah, and I mean, the big issue for Edmonton is the first 3 games.
Yeah.
Couldn't kill a penalty.
Kopitar will get the puck in, give it to Fiala, rim it. Byfield, right corner, has it go off his stick. Nugent Hopkins comes in for Edmonton. It goes top of the circle. Kopitar across to Fiala. His shot misses on the short side. Henrique will get it up to the blue line, but Kempe kept it in. On the left wing to Fiala. To the middle. Kempe is shot off the arm of Skinner, and that goes out of play.
LA's been sharp earlier.
Yes, very.
They've been the better team out of the gate.
Stuart Skinner's had to be sharp. Minute 24 to go in the penalty to Kulak. Face off to the right of Skinner. Kempe or Kopitar wins the draw to Fiala. Out to Kopitar to Clark. His shot, that's blocked by Connor Brown. It's in the high slot, and it's Janmark to Brown. He's got Nurse with him. In over the line, the pass to Nurse, but it just skips off of Clark and goes to Kemper, and he covers that as the Oilers with a chance, shorthanded. Nurse was right in on that play. Brown could not get the pass over Brant Clark, who slid in front of him.
But they did get an offensive zone face-off while they're killing a penalty. Good place to start from if you're Edmonton.
Puck goes to Spence. He'll take it in behind the LA net. About 7 minutes gone here in the first, scoreless between the Oilers and the Kings. Up to Dino at center, then his pass picked off by Janmark. He'll flip it out. Spence just about lost it to Connor Brown.
The speed of Brown and Janmark create a lot of turnovers. Successful part of Edmonton's PK.
Spence up the right wing to Fiala. Got hit in this center ice area by Kapanen. Retains the puck. Gives it to Laferriere on the left. Back to the left wing point to Spence. To Laferriere. To Spence. He'll get it across. The one-time shot. Save made by Skinner. Got it with a right pad after Dino let that go from the right wing. The puck behind the net. Matthias Ekholm up in the air and down the ice. Penalty over in 18 seconds. As through the middle is Anderson for Los Angeles at center ice. He'll shoot it in. It rims on the left. Trevor Moore after it. Goes into the corner. Nurse off his stick into the skates of Moore. Brown will get it to the middle for Nurse. Penalty just about done. Nurse into the King zone. Drops it to Connor Brown. Brown to the middle of the ice. And that is sent to the line by Moore. But it's kept in by McDavid. And then his pass went right to Moore. He's able to get it out. Moore into the Oilers zone. On the right wing, a quick shot and the save made by Skinner. He's going to hold on to that. We're going to take a break. We have played 8 minutes and 17 seconds of a scoreless first period. The Oilers hosting the Kings. From Rogers Place, it's Ford Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
Hockey season is back. And so are the deals at Boston Pizza. Cheer on your team while ordering off their game day menu.
50% by Rogers. It's in support of the Canada-Ukraine Foundation, delivering life-saving humanitarian aid for those who need it most. Get your tickets at EdmontonOilers.com/5050 to support that jackpot right now. $125,000 and climbing. Shots are 8-2 for the Kings, who are now 0 for 1 on the power play. We're still waiting for the game's first goal. Face off to the left of Skinner. Puck goes in behind the Edmonton net. Kulak on the right wing. Top of the circle. Now back to Bouchard. Fire it across to Podkolzin. To Arvidsson. Arvidsson on the right side. He'll shoot it in. That's going to go over into the corner. Clark along the boards for the Kings. To Edmondson. Up the left wing, off the stick of Fogle. Goes high in the air, bouncing puck that gets into the skates of Kulak. He can turn it up the right side, run right into Fogle. And the puck will stay in the Oilers zone. Janot with it on the left wing. To the point. Edmondson over to Clark. Down the right wing to Byfield. He goes in the corner now in behind the Edmonton net. Stops back there. The centering pass off of Bouchard. And Bouchard to Draisaitl. Fanned on his pass. Byfield put it towards the net. Stop by Skinner, covered it up. He was trying to get it through to Jeannot, missed him with the pass, and a face-off in the Oilers zone. 9:07 gone here in a scoreless first.
Kings have been the better team by a wide margin here. They're out shooting Edmonton 8-2, but Skinner has been very solid to this point in this game.
Face-off will be 2 Skinners left. Start of 3 games in 4 nights. Oilers are in Minnesota Wednesday, Colorado on Thursday. Puck to the left wing corner. Nurse. Right to Stetcher. Up the right wing boards. To McDavid out to center ice. Off of Hyman. Off of Nugent Hopkins. And into the King zone. It's Anderson. Through the middle. Hits the stick of Kempe. Skinner's got to play it. Puts it up on the glass. Goes off of Kopitar. The puck to the left wing. Nugent Hopkins cross ice to Stetcher. Wanted to go through the middle.
Yeah, he's having a tough go here early.
Broke up by Turcotte. Give it to Kopitar into the Oiler end. Stops on the left wing. His pass across. Gavrikov, a shot. That's kicked out by Skinner. Puck cleared up the left wing. Gavrikov back into his own end. Kopitar now over to Anderson. Give it back to Kopitar. He'll float it up the right side over the stick of Fiala. Goes into the Oiler end. Ekholm across to Bouchard. Now into the middle of the ice for Kapanen. Has to turn on the right wing. All the way across to Matthias Ekholm. Will flip it in. It goes to the netminder Kemper. Corner dispense. Lost it behind the goal. Kapanen up against the end boards. To the right wing, and it's Fiala for Los Angeles. Fiala, Spence, Moverari. Moverari up the left wing. Give it to Deneau. He'll shoot it in. Skinner to Bouchard. Now to Draisaitl. Wheels him behind the net. Up the left side. Fans on the pass. Gets it right back. Go back behind the goal. Got Deneau on him. So now drops the puck to Bouchard. Bouchard will go in behind the Edmonton net. Comes out, pass up the left wing for Draisaitl. Draisaitl cuts to the middle, gets away from Moore. Right wing to Kapanen, into the King zone, to the middle of the ice. Emberson, left wing corner to Perry. His centering pass broken up. Turcotte's going to get it out. Now puck brought in by Moore. Moore on the left side. Shoot the puck around, right wing. Turcotte to the middle, and there is Draisaitl for the Oilers. Oilers want to make a change to Draisaitl into his own zone for Emberson. 8:45 to go here. Scoreless first. Oilers taking on the Kings. Emberson will wire it in. Puck goes into the corner. Burrows. Right around on the left wing. Goes to Fogle. Will take a hit on the play. Back around to Burrows. Burrows to the right side. Just getting it out to center ice. Through the middle. Trying to touch it was Henrique. He didn't. That's icing against the Oilers with 8:24 to go here in a scoreless first. Oilers haven't had much in way of decent chances.
Great scoring opportunities in this game right now. Probably 4-0 for LA. Is that fair?
Yeah. Oilers had a 2-on-1 shorthanded, but couldn't get the pass across. That was the best opportunity. Face off to the right of Skinner.
Kings look sharp.
Very. They had won 5 in a row before losing to Calgary on Saturday. Shot from the right point by Clark. Good stop by Skinner. Got his left pad on. That was redirected in front of the net. Turcotte cycles the puck to Kopitar. Back to Turcotte. Turcotte pressured by Kulak. Puck comes loose. Oilers get it out. Up the right wing to Brown. Brown will dump it in into the right corner. Janmark after it. It goes in behind the LA net. Kopitar on the right wing boards to Turcotte. He will get it out. Connor Brown at his own blue line. Out through the neutral zone. Kempe with control of it now for the Kings. Anderson. Side his own in. Gavrikov to Anderson. Up the left wing to Fogle. One touches it to Jeannot. He'll dump it in on the backhand. Nurse will go in behind the net. Rim it on the right. It's not going to get out. Jeannot is going to keep it in. He missed Fogle with it. On the right wing, it's Nurse at the Edmonton blue line. Nurse to Bouchard.
They've switched up their neutral zone a little bit. It really is a 1-1-3. It is not a 1-3-1.
Now Bouchard into the Kings end. Left wing to Nugent Hopkins. He's up near the point. Wrap it around the board so it goes to the right. McDavid let it go by to Bouchard. Now across to Nurse. He'll shoot it. Save made by Kemper. Puck gets into the left wing corner. It's Anderson. Go across to Gavrikov. Gavrikov off the right wing boards, up in the air. Glove down by Nurse. And he'll get it to center ice to Nugent Hopkins, and he'll bring it back into his own end. Oilers will change the forwards with 6:39 to go in a scoreless first. And Nurse starts through the middle for Edmonton. Goes over to the left wing. He'll dump it in. That's going to rim over to the right. Off the right wing boards, off of Arvidsson. Puck to the middle, and Draisaitl trying to find it. Tied up there. Comes back to the point. Ekholm will let it go. Blocked in the slot. And Fiala up the left wing for Los Angeles. To Moviare up the left side to center ice to Deno. Give it to Spence. Now to Fiala. Into the Oiler end. Taken away by Ekholm. He'll get into the corner and get it up the boards. Podkolzin to the middle of the ice for Josh Brown. Josh Brown to center. Shoots it in. Spence. Laid it in behind the net. Now Podkolzin will get it across to Draisaitl. His shot got blocked right in front of the net. Moviare got in front of it, and the puck cleared out and down the ice. And it won't be icing as Emberson goes in behind the Oiler goal.
There's a real good look there created by Arvidsson.
Emberson up the left wing for Kapanen. Lost it at the Kings blue line. 5:35 to go in a scoreless first period. Lewis had to hop over his stick. Moore's going to keep it in for Los Angeles, but Emberson to Kasperi Kapanen up the left wing to Henrique. He's in over the line. He's going to get to the net. A backhand goes wide. Penalty coming up to the Kings.
He's thinking about it.
Yeah, it'll be a slash. We thought maybe it might be a penalty shot, but the Oilers will be on the power play when we come back. 5:20 to go here in a scoreless first as the Oilers host the Kings from Rogers Place. It's Ford Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
Calling all hockey parents. Ford of Canada and the Edmonton Oilers want to know how your child's minor hockey team gives back to the community. For a chance to win a once-in-a-lifetime experience with Ford.
Clark goes off for the slash. Oilers go on the power play with 5:20 to go in the first period. This game is scoreless. Power play, it's brought to you by Atco Energy, your trusted energy retailer. Learn more at atcoenergy.com.
Oilers up to 8th on the power play at 24.8%. LA's 10th on the PK at 81.8%. The Oilers went 1 for 2 in the earlier meeting this season on the power play. And oh, by the way, power plays played a big factor. The Oilers were at 45% the last 3 years against LA in the playoffs. In fact, it was the biggest factor.
Pretty big. Anderson will get it all the way down the ice off the draw. And Bouchard will bring it out through the middle. Oilers have been outshot 11-4 to this point, but the game's still waiting for its first goal as McDavid comes in over the Kings line. Right wing to Draisaitl, comes across the blue line, down the left wing, Nugent Hopkins to McDavid, and a great save made by Kemper coming across. And the puck into the corner. Into the skates of Anderson. Hyman just trying to get it loose. Nugent Hopkins broke a stick. Goes to the Oiler bench, gets a new one. The puck comes free, and it goes to the point to Bouchard. Bouchard on the left wing point, now to the middle of the ice. On the right wing to Draisaitl, to Bouchard. Across to Nugent Hopkins. Off the left wing boards to McDavid. He's got Anderson right on him. Deno comes in too. Hyman as well for Edmonton. To Nugent Hopkins on the right wing for Draisaitl. Pass to the right wing point for Bouchard. Put it off the corner boards. Hyman in behind the net with it. Now just off a skate, gets to the middle, and Trevor Moore will get it down the ice. 45 seconds to go on the penalty to Clark. 4 minutes to go here in a scoreless first. Center, it's Arvidsson. Gets over that center ice line, he'll shoot it in. Rims in the left corner, Henrique up against the boards. On the left side, slides off the check to Arvidsson. Now to the middle. That shot just wide by Corey Perry. Perry left wing corner to Arvidsson. Comes up the left wing to the line, and just getting it out was Vogel. Nurse turns it up. 10 seconds to go on the power play. Nurse at center ice shoots it in. Rides up on the glass, goes into the corner. Kempe got it behind the goal. It's rimmed past Perry and down into the Oilers zone. Penalty over. Both teams 0 for 1 with a man advantage. Matthias Ekholm up the left wing will get to center ice. Shoot it in. Gavrikov. Kopitar. Right side to Fiala, and his pass misses Kempe. Ty Emberson will softly dump it into the Kings zone. After it, Podkolzin hits Anderson. Puck up against the boards. Now through the middle to Kempe. Drop it back to Gavrikov. Gavrikov with it in his own zone. Across to Anderson. The left wing will get it up in the air. Hit the stick of Lewis. Goes into the Oilers' zone. A little tight turn up the right wing by Emberson. He'll give it to Connor Brown. Now cross ice for Podkolzin. Was a little bit behind him. Give it to Emberson on the right wing. Got the puck in. It's going to skip off the pad. Kemper. Spence up the right side. Was able to get it out. Lewis will dump it into the Oilers' zone. Ekholm over to Bouchard. Up the right wing boards to Brown. Connor Brown into the Kings end. Stops just over the blue line. Into the right wing corner to McDavid. He'll go in behind the net. Over to the left. Give it to Bouchard. Right wing point. Pulls it to the middle. Across to Ekholm. His shot. And the save made by Kemper. The rebound goes over to the right wing. Hyman behind the goal to McDavid. Quickly to the point to Ekholm. On the left wing for Nugent Hopkins. Comes all the way around to the left side. Puck to the corner, and Jeannot was able to just get it out off the stick of LaFerriere. Puck brought right back in. It's McDavid's pass. He was trying to find Hyman. That's broken up, and Byfield comes the other way. Flying down the right wing. His shot off the stick of Josh Brown. That'll go out of play. And we'll take a break with a minute and a half to go here in a scoreless first. The Oilers hosting the Kings. We'll be right back to Rogers Place. It's Sport Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
Hey, hockey fan.
Cam Moon and Bob Stauffer here at Rogers Place. We're in the Legacy Heating and Cooling broadcast booth. Legacy Heating and Cooling, home and no payments, no interest for 1 year. Minute and a half to go. Scoreless first period.
Now,
Oilers
results for what are the notes of a flat minor. According to Wikipedia, a flat minor is a minor scale based on A flat, consisting of the pitches A flat, B flat, C flat, ellipsis.
Kopitar wins the draw. Burrows will lift it up, get it to the end boards. Kopitar's pass to the middle, and it's Kempe has to go to the right wing to Burrows, right wing point. Now to Fiala, out to Kempe, a shot off the blocker of Skinner. And Edmonton will keep it in on the left wing point. Fiala pokes it into the corner. Josh Brown for Edmonton to Nurse. Nurse through the middle. Nobody there for the Oilers. That's going to be icing.
Oh, man. That's a bad,
It's a good save by Skinner off.
Yeah, it was a good save, but you got to make a better puck with the play, or a better play with the puck than the one we just saw. Darnell airmails it. Now they get a different line on the ice against the tired Oilers line. Moore is now out here with Byfield and Fogle.
Figured we'd see a bit of that, and Jeannot. Puck gets into skates right to Fogle. He doesn't get a shot through. We're into the last minute here in the first. Nurse up the left wing to Arvidsson. Center ice to the blue line, but that's it. Arvidsson got it across the line. Byfield was there for the Kings. Now to Fogle. He'll come in. He'll shoot it. And the save made by Skinner. He'll hold on with 44 seconds to go here in a scoreless first period. Shots now 13-7 for Los Angeles.
Every chance they've had to put pucks on the net, though, they have.
Yep,
and the Oilers,
everything.
The Oilers have been a little bit more selective and created two really good looks. The problem is neither time
Didn't get a shot.
Couldn't get a shot through.
So Kopitar to take the draw against McDavid. David was 6th in NHL scoring coming into this one.
Leon second.
Yep, Leon second.
And Connor all time. Third most points, tied 1,040 by the age of 28 with a guy by the name of Steve Yzerman who played 70 more games than McDavid. Not surprised. Can you guess who was number one?
Jeez, I wonder. Gavrikov will keep it in on the right wing point. Puck comes around top of the circle. And Kempe pushes to the middle. Nobody there for Los Angeles. 25 seconds to go in the period as Nugent Hopkins to center now on the right. Off the stick of Hyman. It goes into the Kings zone. Hyman on the end boards. In there with Mikey Anderson. The puck goes over to the corner.
Now, Flames 5-2 Blackhawks. Final, C-Stats, News, and more. Attachments.
So it won't be icing. Bouchard rimming on the right wing. Hyman gets it to the blue line and in. And the first period will end. And if you're the Oilers, I think you'd absolutely take it.
Yep, they got outplayed, outshot 2-1 in that period. Doesn't happen a lot to Edmonton, but it did so far tonight. Oilers' second periods have been their best.
Well, expect him to have a very good second period. First period, well, Stuart Skinner had to be good. Had to deal with 14 stops, and some of them of the high-quality variety as the Kings had opportunity, not just on their power play, which they did, but a 2-on-1 that I think of Kopitar across to Kempe, and that had everything going for it. Quick pass, quick shot, and elevation on the shot, and Skinner got across and just got a piece of it with the glove, and it landed up on top of the Oiler net. That was his best save of the game, but he had to make multiple good saves in that.
I'm along with Bob Stauffer. Oilers and Kings getting ready for the second period. This game still at zeros. The Oilers 50-50 presented by Rogers. It's back with life-changing jackpots. They're not at zeros. That jackpot sitting at $171,000 and climbing. Our next lucky winner could be you. Get your tickets now at EdmontonOilers.com/5050. Second period underway. Oilers have outscored their opposition 59-33 in second periods as Edmonton ices the puck 7 seconds in. Oilers got outshot 14-6 in the first.
It's been a while since they've been outplayed that badly. I mean, I guess, well, not that long. Pittsburgh, they were down 4-1, being outshot like this, and took over. Got back in the mix in a second. It was too little, too late, though.
It's the center ice. Brown will give it to Janmark. Come into the Kings' end. Back to Brown. His pass in front of the net. Loose puck. Janmark tried to jam at it, and it goes underneath Edmonton. It comes free to Clark, and Clark up the left wing for the Kings will get it out. Nurse skates in front of Kempe off the boards to center. Gavrikov at his own blue line now. Adrian Kempe. Kempe into the Oilers zone. Top of the circle on the right side. Got it into the corner. Kopitar ties up along the boards. It comes free. Nurse goes in behind the net. Nurse up the right. Now through the middle. Where he finds Stetcher into the Kings zone. Down the left wing. Going to spin around. He had to go behind the net.
8:37 p.m.
Goes to the left side. Stetcher gets it low.
Swap game recap. Flames 5-2 Blackhawks. Monday, January 13. Attachment.
Put it up in the air and down the ice. Goes right towards Skinner. He sweeps it, and he swept it right to Byfield, who put it off the outside of the net.
He's got himself into trouble twice in this game here on puck handling.
Arvidsson up the right wing, out through the middle of Draisaitl, into the King zone. Pass through the middle of the ice, broken up by Jeannot. He will look for Byfield, miss him, icing against the Kings. Minute 27 gone here in the second. The game still at zeros.
LA's work back to the puck has been outstanding in this game, and they have suffocated the Oilers all game long. Hence the 16-6 shots. The other thing is they've been willing to put pucks in the net from wherever, and the Oilers have not. A little bit too deliberate of an approach tonight from Edmonton. A little bit of obstinance and stubbornness.
Face off to the right of Kemper. Draisaitl wins it. It goes to Kulak. Walks to the middle. Shoots off the end boards. Comes right in front of the net. But over to the left wing to Fogle. Take a hit from Emberson. It goes in on the offside. Well, Kulak got the ricochet off the back boards. But there was nobody in front of the net for Edmonton. Oilers will get the McDavid line out there. McDavid on his 28th birthday today. We'll go into the King zone. Gavrikov to Anderson in front of his net. Up the left wing. Fiala checked by McDavid, but Gavrikov recovers. Anderson left side to Deneau. Deneau to Gavrikov, now to Fiala into the Oiler end. Across the line, Gavrikov will shoot it, doesn't get through. There was traffic, and it's McDavid over to Bouchard. He'll jump through the neutral zone. Went in over the line, made a play at the line, and throws the Oilers offside. Just 2 minutes and 4 seconds into the second period. Oilers Oilers will face the Kings twice in April. In Los Angeles, April 5th, at home on the April 14th. Danault wins the draw, and it's Gavrikov up the right wing, up to Laferriere. Laferriere directs it in. Kulak behind the net. It goes to the corner, but Danault is there for Los Angeles. Poked away from him. Laferriere keeping it in for Danault. Get it to the side of the goal for Fiala. Takes the puck to the left wing corner. Back to the point, and then had to go off his stick, and it's Kapanen to center to Draisaitl. To Kapanen in over the line. Now to Perry, and shot off the arm of Kemper. Good chance for Corey Perry.
Maybe the best chance of the game for the Oilers.
Perry will dump the puck in. Goes in behind the Los Angeles net. Behind the goal is Burrows. Rim it, pinching down. Ekholm keeps it in. Got it into the corner, but Danault for the Kings to the line and out with it. Perry across to Bouchard. Down the left to Kapanen. Kapanen will shoot it into the Kings zone. Edmondson over to Burrows. Burrows up the right wing to Moore. Moore lost it at the Edmonton blue line. Nugent-Hopkins to Hyman. Off his stick into the Kings zone. Goes after it in the left wing corner. Lewis trying to get it out. Can't. Got Nugent-Hopkins in front of him. Puck gets to the left corner. McDavid tried to pass to Nugent-Hopkins. Broken up by Lewis. Get it across to Moore. And he'll skate up the left side. Cross-ice pass too far for Byfield. Skinner's got to play it. Got it over to the right wing to Bouchard. Scoreless here in the second. We played 3:40 of the period. Ekholm into the Kings zone on the left side. Cross-ice pass. Broken up before it could get to Hyman. Comes out to center. Ekholm will shoot it back in. Bounces into the corner. It's Gavrikov on the right wing. The right wing boards off the stick of Moore. Puck goes deep into Edmonton territory. Now over to the left side. Kempe along the boards, top of the circle. Back to the point. Anderson just barely keeps it in. Ursula in behind the Edmonton net. Up the left wing boards. Finds Matthias Janmark. Dump it in off the left side. Janmark playing his 600th NHL game here tonight. Puck gets into the slot. Nobody there for Edmonton, and out through center ice. Turcotte down the left wing to Kempe. He'll shoot it high and wide of the Oiler net around the glass and down the ice. Spence. Cross to Moverari. Get it up the left wing. The puck to Kopitar. Now to Kempe, to Spence, and tried to shovel it towards the goal. It goes off of Kulak. He'll flip it out. Moverari in his own end on the right wing to Spence. Get it to the line, just out. Quentin Byfield. Will bounce it towards the Oiler goal. Skinner steered it to the corner. Tanner Jeannot will get it to the side of the net. Off the stick of Skinner. Goes to Emberson. Now to Kulak in behind the Oiler net. Kulak out through the middle. Up the right wing for Arvidsson. Checked at the Kings blue line. Emberson to Kulak. Kulak up the right wing to Arvidsson. Now to Podkolzin into the Kings zone to the middle. Draisaitl forced back to the right point, then lost in. Byfield goes the other way. A partial break in over the line. The shot off the post, and it goes out of play. Byfield came flying down that left wing and just wired it off the post and out of play.
Well, they continue to try to go high glove on Stuart Skinner. And an egregious giveaway from Leon Draisaitl, and Byfield picked the top crossbar corner. Well, he hit it, but he didn't get it in.
5:31 gone here in this second. Still at zeros. Face off to the right of Skinner. As Quentin Byfield comes close.
And he's coming on as a player.
Yes, he is.
Drop the puck.
Yeah.
Right.
David out of the face-off circle will be Nugent-Hopkins up against Philip Danault.
Both went in the 2011 draft.
To the right corner, Bouchard to Nugent-Hopkins. Left wing to McDavid, out to center ice to Ekholm, into the King zone. Cross to Hyman, off his stick, goes to the left wing corner. Now McDavid out to Nugent-Hopkins. It'll go all the way to the line. Bouchard, right corner to McDavid. Try to get in front of the net off the stick of Kemper, and he's able to cover it up. as Darcy Kemper, a little poke check, and then able to cover the puck. Good scoring opportunities for the Oilers have been tough to come by against this LA team. They've been stingy.
Oilers haven't put enough pucks on the net. Too many pass-offs. In tight. And for the first time in this game, McDavid, Hyman, Draisaitl.
Face off to the left to Kemper. And it's Fiala coming out with it for Los Angeles. Pass hit a stick. McDavid finds Draisaitl in over the King line on the right wing. Leans into fight Fiala. One-handed it to the slot, but Laferriere was there for Los Angeles off the left wing boards.
It's not interference.
Into the Oilers zone.
Whining at their bench. You've been doing that all game.
There's Ekholm. Into the Kings end. Comes down the left wing. Goes in behind the net. Over to the right. Centering pass. And that's off a stick. Lewis will not get it out. Kept in by Ekholm to McDavid. Through the slot. Now to Nurse. A shot. Pad save made by Kemper. Morrow getting up the right wing. Didn't get it out. Nurse to Draisaitl. Now to McDavid. A shot just off the arm of Kemper and wide. Puck to the left wing corner. McDavid out of the left wing corner to the top of the circle. Now to Stetcher. He'll drop it to Draisaitl to McDavid. Coming down the left wing. He'll get it in front of the net, off the stick of the netminder Kemper. But Stetcher couldn't get a shot. And it's cleared out by Moore. Nurse at the Edmonton blue line. 7 minutes gone here in the second. Scoreless between the Oilers and the Kings. Off the left wing board. Shot in by Nugent Hopkins. Anderson to Kopitar. Up the right wing. Was able to get it out. In the neutral zone, Kapanen for Kulak to Emberson to Kulak in the middle. And Brett Kulak will weave his way through center ice. Shoot the puck in. It'll get into the corner. Anderson for the Kings. Around to Kopitar. Directed it toward the line, and it was Nugent Hopkins to Perry. Right wing corner to Kapanen. Kapanen stops. Brings it up the boards on the right side. Gets to the top of the circle. Turns to Nugent Hopkins. Now to Kapanen. Kapanen on the right wing. He's on top of the circle in the King zone. Now up to the right wing point. He'll take a snapshot. Tipped. And it goes to Kemper. He'll cover it. We'll take a break. 7:53 gone here in the second. Kings and Oilers still at zeros. We'll be right back from Rogers Place. It's Ford Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
Today you can score at A&W.
Stoffer, we're in the Legacy Heating and Cooling broadcast booth. Legacy Heating and Cooling, home and no payments, no interest for 1 year. 7 minutes, 53 seconds gone in this second. The game's still at zeros. Oilers host the Kings here at Rogers Place. Shots are 16-11 for Los Angeles. Face off in the Kings zone to the left of Kemper. Henrique, Brown, and Janmark out for the Oilers. Off the draw went right to Brown. Fanned on the shot, and the puck cleared out by Jeannot. Go offside at the blue line? I guess they did. We're going to put the face off at center ice. All right, fair enough. Going to make a change, though. You got Nugent Hopkins, McDavid, and Hyman out there with Bouchard and Ekholm. They're up against Byfield, Fogle, and Jeannot. Clark and Edmondson on the back end. The Edmonton blue line, McDavid, right wing to Bouchard. Shoots it in, it rims on the left. Nugent Hopkins gets taken out along the boards by Jeannot, and a penalty coming up to Tanner Jeannot. The Edmonton Oilers get their second power play of the evening. So they all gather in the corner and discuss it. Well, the Oilers will go on the man advantage.
Got to capitalize here.
Power play brought to you by Atco Energy. Your trusted energy retailer. Learn more at atcoenergy.com.
He made that one count. He got all of R&H on the interfere.
Oh, yeah. Okay, well, face-off will be to the right of Kemper.
So Leon lost the draw to start the last power play. And Edmonton did eventually gain his own entry. Had a couple looks, but sure helps if you win the ozone face-off here at 56%. You win it, I'd say get it to the net. Make this guy work.
Puck gets to the middle, and Anderson will get it out and down the ice.
And the Kings are the #1 shot suppression team in the NHL. They've given up the fewest shots against us year. And the Oilers, by the way.
Puck gets cleared down the ice by Kopitar as he breaks things up inside the Edmonton blue line. Now McDavid will come up the right wing with speed. Into the King zone. Throws it across to Hyman now on the left for Nugent Hopkins. To the point. Bouchard to Nugent Hopkins. Along the left wing into the corner. Goes to McDavid. Jam that around on the right. Draisaitl up near the right wing point. Anderson takes him to the boards. Draisaitl will get it all the way across. Hyman has it now on the left wing. Hyman to the blue line to Bouchard. To Nugent Hopkins into the corner. Hyman going towards the net. Has to give it to McDavid. It's in the right wing corner. Moore comes in there for the Kings. Hard off the boards and down the ice.
Edmonton's getting outworked here in this peak power play. LA's outworked them through the first minute.
52 seconds remaining in the penalty to Jeannot. This game's still scoreless. Up the right side to center ice is Bouchard or Draisaitl. He'll drop it back to McDavid. He'll bring it in. 10:35 to go in the second period. Near the top of the circle, Deneau's able to get it out. Moore's going to go after it, but chopped by Bouchard. Kept it at center to Nugent Hopkins. Shoots it in on the left wing. It rims on the right. Edmondson into the corner. Puck goes to Deneau, and he'll softly play it down the ice.
That could be a momentum-losing power play for the Oilers. They got nothing going.
Nurse out from behind his net, now up the left wing to Adam Henry. Over the center ice line, shoots it in. Rims to the right corner. Arvidsson along the right wing boards. Penalty over in 8 seconds. Perry gets it loose behind the goal to Henry. Back to the left wing point. Ekholm. To the right to Nurse. Penalty done. Puck comes out. Kempe almost stole it, but Nurse able to recover. Edmonton 0 for 2 on the power play. Henrique's cross-ice pass just off the stick of Gavrikov, and it comes out. Ekholm inside the Edmonton blue line. 9:35 to go in the second. Still at zeros. Banks it off the right wing boards into the Kings zone. Oilers trying to make a quick change here. This Gavrikov up the right wing. Put it over the stick of Laferriere. Goes into the Oiler end. It's in behind the net. To the right wing for Kopitar. Kopitar's pass goes off of Janmark, and now up the left wing for Arvidsson, who clears the zone. Moverari over to Laferriere. Laferriere into the Oiler end, goes to the right corner. Knocked down by Kulak. Puck goes in behind the net and into the right wing corner, and up the right wing boards is Fiala. Cross ice pass comes out of the zone. Center ice. Moverari shoot it in. Skinner stops it behind the net. Out to the right side to Emberson, now to Podkolzin. Into the middle, but just goes off the stick of Kulak, comes out. Shot right back in by Clark, but that's offside against the Kings with 8:39 to go here in the second period. Kings and Oilers still at zeros. We're going to take a break from Rogers Place. It's Ford Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
Experience a game day.
Oilers and Kings still at zeros. Cam Moon along with Bob Stauffer here at Rogers Place. Face off outside the Edmonton blue line. Draisaitl, Arvidsson, Podkolzin out with Kulak and Emberson for Edmonton. Byfield taking the draw for the Kings. On the ice with Fogle and Turcotte. Clark and Edmondson on the back end for Los Angeles as Draisaitl on the right wing to Kulak. This pass is picked off by Byfield down the left wing to Fogle into the slot. Clark to the middle. His shot, and that one was blocked. Good play by Emberson up the left wing to Draisaitl. In over the line. He's got Arvidsson. The pass, and that one goes off of Edmondson's skate and into the corner. Draisaitl to Arvidsson. He's in behind the LA net, goes to the right wing point. Emberson across to Kulak, will shoot it. That goes wide on the short side. Draisaitl has it right wing, top of the circle. It's a pass to the high slot to Arvidsson, now it comes over to Kulak. Kulak on the right wing to Arvidsson. Shot saved by Kemper, and he covers that up. As Arvidsson got a good look, gets into it with Byfield after the whistle. 7:50 to go here in the second. Still at zeros, the Oilers and the Kings. It's a good shift for the Oilers.
Leon's got to shoot the puck there. Shoot it, low pad. 2-on-1. You don't get a lot of those against LA. Not that 1-1-3 that they're playing. Got a bit of a lucky break to create that opportunity.
Race off to the left to Kemper. Puck gets to the corner. Gavrikov up in the air and out. The bouncing puck. The Edmonton blue line. Josh Brown got tied up and just knocked away from Kevin Fiala, and turning it up the left wing is Henrique. Now to Kapanen. In over the Kings line. Cross ice pass and glances off a stick. Josh Brown will keep it in for the Oilers. To the left wing to Kapanen. Top of the circle on the left wing. To the point to Nurse. Will shoot it. That hits the end boards. Goes to the right wing corner. Perry to Kapanen. Kapanen to Henrique, banks it to Nurse. Nurse with a snapshot, and that one goes off a Kapanen, never got to the net. Nurse will keep it in left wing. Goes into the corner, rimmed by Spence. The right wing cleared out by LaFerriere. Will give it to Fiala. Will shoot it into the Oilers zone.
A little bit more zone time here in the second for the Oilers.
7 minutes to go in the second. Still at zeros. The Oilers and the Kings. Puck sent off the right wing boards into the Oilers zone. Byfield to the corner. Going behind the net, take a hit. Moore will step out. Couldn't get a pass in front of the net. He'll turn, shoot it, and that misses. Rims to the right wing point. Kept in by Anderson. Push to the middle of the ice. Bouchard can skate through center. Now in over the line. Give it to Hyman down the right wing. In front of the net, off the stick of the netminder. Kemper. Puck goes to the corner. Byfield up to the blue line. Where Ekholm keeps it in for Edmonton. Into the skates of Quinton Byfield. Got it loose to Anderson to Edmondson behind the net. The right wing to Moore. Got it out. Kulak will shoot it back in. Anderson takes it in behind his goal for the Kings. Comes out in front of it. Across to Edmondson, up the left wing, off the stick of Turcotte. Skinner out of his net to play it. Up the left wing, but it goes right to Kempe. Kempe will take it in behind the goal to the left. Up to the top of the circle is shot, and the save made by Skinner. He held on to it. We're going to take a break with 5:50 to go in the second. Oilers and Kings still at zeros. From Rogers Place in downtown Edmonton, it's Ford Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
Believing in yourself takes confidence.
Cam Moonlaw and Bob Stauffer here at Rogers Place. Face off in the Oilers zone to the right of Stuart Skinner. Kings out shooting Edmonton 17-12. Puck back to the blue line. Spence has it right point. Shoots it towards the net. Goes off of Henrique. Up to Connor Brown. He'll come up the right wing. Brown will bounce it into the corner. Overari in behind the net. Rims on the right to Kempe. Now to Kopitar to center ice. Dump the puck into the Oilers zone. Hits the left corner boards. Kopitar was trying to get it. He does. Back to the blue line. Overari will shoot it. And a glove save made by Skinner. He'll hold on to that. 5:26 to go here in the second period. Kings have not given up much.
No, and Edmonton's had a couple chances on odd mans and hasn't been able to even just make the simple play and put pucks on the net.
Yeah, shorthanded 2-on-1 in the first, a 2-on-1 here in the second.
I understand not firing the puck on the 2-on-1 shorthanded.
Yeah.
But the 2-on-1 here in the second, that's a clean 2-on-1 from center, Leon Draisaitl. You're the best goal scorer in the league.
Puck to the left wing point. Anderson blasts it wide. Comes off the end boards. Fogle to the blue line to Gavrikov. Backhanded in behind the Edmonton goal. Stetcher up the left wing for the Oilers. Now to Podkolzin to Arvidsson. He'll shoot it in. Kemper will have to play it. Rims it on the glass. That comes out to center ice. Nurse. Back into his own end. To Podkolzin on the right wing. Arvidsson to Podkolzin into the Kings zone. Stops on the right side to Arvidsson. He'll come in, he'll shoot it. And that one goes off a stick. It hit Fogel's stick, broke it, and it went wide of the net. Clark in the corner for the Kings. Up the right wing boards. Off of Genoa, comes out. Draisaitl right back in with it through the middle. Right wing to Arvidsson. Stops up to the point. Nurse, left side. Ekholm off the post. And it goes to the right point. Nurse, right wing to Arvidsson. His shot. He couldn't get it through. Gets into the left wing corner of the Kings zone. They're going to tie it up. Draisaitl's looking for the loose puck. Sent up to the line. Kept in by Draisaitl to the right point to Bouchard. Rims the puck on the left. Scoreless here in the second. 4:08 to go in the period. On the right wing corner, McDavid to the point to Bouchard. To McDavid, top of the circle in the Kings' end. Drops the puck to Hyman. Comes down the right wing. Goes in behind the net. Over to the left. On the left wing boards to McDavid. McDavid in front. Oh, he had Hyman, and the pass just hit the stick of Gavrikov, and it comes out. Fiala to center ice and shoot it in. Bouchard will set up in behind the Edmonton goal.
Now they're back to their 1-1-3.
Through center ice, Bouchard to Nugent Hopkins. Went off his stick, puck cleared by Anderson. Bouchard will shoot it in. Edmondson, left wing corner, over to Anderson. Up the right wing, the Ferrier will get it out. Long pass, Edmondson into the Oilers zone on the left side. Laid it in behind the net. Bouchard to Nugent Hopkins, now to McDavid. Through the middle, now into the Kings zone. Stops on the left wing, pass to the middle. Nugent Hopkins, shot, save, rebound. Oh, it just bounced wide. Skipped on the top of the net and stayed out. Shot into the Oilers' end is in front of the Oiler bench. McDavid gets dumped down, and that draws a crowd as everybody gets in there just in front of the Oiler bench.
They're going to even this one up. David, a hard hit. Edmondson came in from behind. Well, Ferrier was the guy that got belted. Pretty sure they're going to call one each way here. Janmark for Edmonton.
Hit by McDavid on LaFerriere, and then LaFerriere just grabs McDavid's leg and upends him.
So it's Kapanen.
Kapanen grabs him. Yeah. Even up.
Number 42 has come in for roughing.
4-on-4. 2:51 to go here in the second period. Scoreless. Oilers and the Kings.
I got no problem with Kapanen taking the call there.
No,
Edmondson came in. He knew what he was doing. Landed a shot over the top.
Yep.
Sneaky, dirty, tough player. Bigger body. What are you complaining about, Jim? This is a 50-50 call each way. That's the call.
Discussion over at the Kings bench. Jim Hiller having a animated discussion with Kyle Raymond. Wherever it is, they got to figure it out. So we'll go 4-on-4. 2:51 to go here in the second period.
So if you're the Oilers, you just take your time here. Let McDavid and Leon come out here. That was an absolute howitzer.
Oh, by Ekholm?
From Ekholm. So one post each way in this game.
All right, face off from the Oiler end to the right of Skinner. Oilers come close with the Ekholm blast as he came in from the left point.
Kings have dominated the faceoffs in this game. They've won 63%.
They tie up. The Oilers are able to get the puck and in behind the net. Matthias Ekholm out in front of the Oiler net, now through the middle. Cross to Bouchard, over to Draisaitl. Draisaitl comes into Kings territory, goes down the left side. Turns to the boards, brings it up to the blue line. Into the left wing corner to McDavid, to the middle of the ice. Ekholm in front. Draisaitl all alone. The shot pad saved by Kemper. Back to the point. Ekholm shoots it, gloved by Kemper, and he holds on. Oilers got a great setup here on the 4-on-4, and Leon Draisaitl right in front of the net.
Well, Darcy Kemper is 6'5", and he was the player. Arizona had him And both Colorado and Edmonton tried to get him. Avalanche did. They won a Stanley Cup with him. That team was so good, though. Darcy kind of played a secondary role, was hurt at times during that series against the Oilers. Went to Washington, had a poor year last year, and the teams traded challenging contracts, and Pierre-Luc Dubois is reborn in Washington, and Kemper's the #1 goalie now in LA.
Deal that worked out for both teams.
Yep.
Kemper rocking a .921 save percentage coming into this one. Oilers win the draw. Ekholm shoots it high and wide. Goes off the glass. Bouchard keeps it in. Across to Ekholm, left wing point. Rims it. It goes right to Draisaitl on the right wing. Comes up the right wing boards. Looking for McDavid. Taken to the boards by Anderson. Got it pinned. Anderson got it free. Didn't get it out. Bouchard keeps it in. Right point. Cross to Ekholm. They'll bring it down the left wing. Ekholm, top of the circle, left side. Taken to the boards by Anderson. Always try to dig it free. They do it in the middle, but Byfield was there for the Kings. He'll come out with it. He'll flip it into the Oiler end. Edmondson to the right corner. Got it around the boards. Comes all the way to the line past Moore, and out flying past him is Draisaitl. He'll go to the right corner. Looks in front of the net. Stops him behind the goal. He'll walk out. The pass, the shot, save, rebound. Scores! Connor McDavid from the right side, and the Oilers are up 1-0.
Leon Draisaitl makes that play. Hard rim around the boards. Trevor Moore's got to deal with the size of Draisaitl. Draisaitl's on his horse at the end of his shift, and he gets inside position. He wins the puck battle. And then Draisaitl follows it up, has the presence of mind back behind the goal to drag one in front. Initial shot from Nurse. And McDavid cleans it up with a real good finish.
The birthday boy gets his 17th of the year. 18:37 time of the goal. And the Oilers up 1-0 on the Kings. More cross-ice pass to Deneau. Got the puck to the right wing corner of the Oilers zone, and Nugent-Hopkins out with it. To Nurse, back to Nugent-Hopkins. Into the Kings end, goes to the left wing corner. Along those left wing boards, with Spence right on him, got it loose to Hyman. He got taken out. Deneau will get it out of the zone. We're into the last minute of the second period. 1-0 Oilers lead on the goal by Connor McDavid. Kulak up the right wing. The zone in. Now to Nurse, pokes it up the right side. Doesn't get out, though. Fiala into the corner. Left wing to Kopitar to the blue line. Edmondson's shot. His stick explodes, and it goes over to the right wing. And Kempe's got it for the Kings. In front of the net, off a stick goes wide. 26 seconds to go in the period. 1-0 Oilers lead. Kempe off the left wing boards. To the point. Clark walks in. Shot. Save made by Skinner. He holds on with 18 seconds to go in the period.
Well, Skinner's been really good in this game. And Brent Clark's got an offensive dimension. In a couple of years' time, well, realistically, in 5 years' time, when Drew Doughty decides to hang him up in his 40s, Brent Clark's going to be running that power play.
Face off to the left of Skinner. They dropped the puck. I guess it wasn't right. They'll do it again. Connor McDavid, 17th from Nurse and Draisaitl at 18:37. The only goal of this period, the only goal of this game. On the right wing point, Clark put it behind the Edmonton net. Ekholm up the right wing to Connor Brown. Brown dumped down in front of the Edmonton bench, goes into the Oilers zone. Clark will skate out for Los Angeles. Over to Fiala, shot it towards the net. It goes off Amberson, and the period will end. Clark gets into it a bit with Ekholm behind the Oiler net. This one felt like the first goal was going to be important. We will see. It's still 20 minutes, but I'm sure Edmonton would be happy to be where they're at after 40 minutes. As Los Angeles played as well as they did in the first period.
Kings have been a real good team in this game tonight. Like, there's no question. This has been, and LA can play at a different pace and tempo now than they could a couple of years ago. It's they skate better than they, and let's not forget that the first time they met in the playoffs, LA didn't have Drew Doughty, and they didn't have Victor Arvidsson, and they still took Edmonton.
They went 7. Yep.
Edmonton blew them out in a couple games, but the Oilers had to do it the hard way. And then, the 6-game series victory again. Edmonton had some tough moments. They separated last year, but Stuart Skinner stole Game 4 in LA in that series, and the Oilers took him out in 5. This is a very different Kings team. This is not a finished Oilers team. We know that. But, hey, the Kings are right there, and they don't have Drew Doughty. Like, this is going to be, put it this way, if you're Edmonton, you want Vegas and LA to play each other in the opening.
Yes.
So take care of business in the third period here and try to hunt Vegas down.
We're through 40 here at Rogers Place. The Oilers get a goal late in that second period. They're up 1-0. McDavid from Nurse and Draisaitl. That has been it. It's going to set up for a great third period. We're going to have a great second intermission, too. Bryn Griffiths, Rob Brown, they're set. They're ready to go. They'll have it for you when we come back. 1-0 Oilers lead through 40 from Rogers Place. It's Ford Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
Benefits offers amazing coverage that even the toughest hockey.
Here at Rogers Place, 1-0 Oilers lead the Kings, getting ready for the third period of play. According to the good folks at NHL Public Relations, Connor McDavid's become the 7th Oiler player to score on their birthday multiple times. The other ones, Leon Draisaitl, Mark Messier, Wayne Gretzky, Esa Tikkanen, Kelly Buchberger, and Ryan Smith. McDavid with his 17th of the year, and that's the only goal we've had so far. We dropped the puck. We're underway here in the third period, and it's Stetcher up the right wing off the stick of Connor Brown. Kempe takes it back into his own end for the Kings. Give it to Clark, now to Edmondson, over to Brandt Clark. He'll wire it into the Oilers zone. Stetcher to Nurse, up the left side. It does come out. Brown skates onto it, pushes it into the Kings zone. Edmondson behind his net for Kopitar, now over to Clark. Clark will come up the right wing through center off the stick of Kempe. Kings make a change, so will the Oilers. It's in behind the Edmonton net. So we're just underway here in the third. 1-0 Oilers lead. Stetcher through the middle. Hit up to center ice on the left wing. We'll give it to Podkolzin. A shot and a glove save made by Kemper. He'll hold on to it. Podkolzin blasting that one off the left wing. 55 seconds gone here in the third period. Oilers 16-4-1 in their last 21 coming into this. Kings in their last 18, 13, 3-2. Face off to the right of Kemper. Draisaitl to the left wing corner boards to Podkolzin to Draisaitl. Back to the point. Comes across to Kulak. Went to one-timer. Went off the heel of his stick. Goes in behind the goal. Around to Jeannot on the right wing. Jeannot doesn't get it out. It hit Podkolzin. Now clears it.
Podkolzin always gives you a chance to make a play on the puck, doesn't he?
It's amazing. Now Draisaitl's pass to Emberson. Plays it off his skate. Comes in over the line. Drops it to Arvidsson. Arvidsson to the middle. Doesn't have a shooting lane. Forced over to the right
Got to
wing.
put the puck on the net there.
Cross ice. McDavid left wing corner. Comes up to the top of the circle with it. It's a pass through. And it goes off of Podkolzin. The puck cleared. Bouchard at the Edmonton blue line. Down the right wing to McDavid. Into the Kings zone. A shot. That one off the arm of Kemper and out of play.
He almost got him to the glove there.
It's close.
Shot through the screen. Great effort there. And Kemper just got a piece of it. Did that get the crossbar?
After it hit his glove, it might have.
Yeah.
Kemper just got a bit. Just hit the edge of the glove. Face off to Kemper's left. Gavrikov to Fiala on the right wing. We'll get it out. Hopped over the stick at Deneau. Bouchard get a pass to Nugent-Hopkins, and McDavid was in a little early. That's offside.
Well, only Bouchard would have the vision to try that play. And it kind of handcuffed Nugent-Hopkins at the line. It was a little bit flat-footed.
McDavid will take the draw against Danault. Well, maybe not. Draisaitl out of there, or McDavid out of there. Nugent Hopkins will come in.
Who's that covered by?
Side his own end on the right wing. Gavrikov up the right wing, but it was Ekholm right to McDavid. We'll get the puck into the Kings zone. Danault off the boards. It bounces out. Moore will get to it. Now he comes in on the right wing. Pushed off of it by McDavid. McDavid up the right side. Got it to the neutral zone. Fiala finds it there for the Kings. Left wing to Danault. Off the stick of Bouchard. Comes back to Anderson in his own end. Over to Moverari. Off the left wing to Kempe. Comes into the Oiler end. Went just off his stick. Perry will get it out through the middle. Off of Kapanen. Turcotte at center ice for the Kings. Lost it at the Edmonton blue line. Josh Brown, front of the Edmonton net, goes in behind it. Now to the left wing. Off the left wing boards. Jammed it out to center ice. Kapanen. Now to Janmark, over the line to Kapanen. Stopping. Couldn't get a shot. And then it goes over to Nurse, but just past him. Spence has it in his own end for the Kings. And up the left wing to Kopitar.
2 opportunities to put
microphone
on the net.
cellular. 3 to 4. Health 17%. 17% battery power. Charging. Status bar item. Swipe down with 3 fingers to reveal notifications. Swipe up with 3 fingers to reveal the control center. Double tap to scroll to top.
Edmondson on the right wing to Clark. Will get it out through center. Clark following the play, then lost the puck. On Colson will shoot it in. Go right to Kemper. Sweeps it across to Edmondson. Now over to Clark in the left corner. 1-0 Oilers. They played 3:40 of the third period. On the right side, Lewis with a shot from a long ways out off the stick of Henrique, and it goes out of play.
Well, this is about as evenly played of a game as you'll find. The Oilers have had 2 power plays. LA's only had 1.
Shots now 19-18 for Los Angeles. Oilers scored late in the second period. That's been it. As McDavid gets the goal on his birthday. Puck sent to the right wing point. Clark will keep it in for the Kings. Brings the puck on the left. Connor Brown to Brett Kulak. To the line. That's not going to get out. Clark across to Edmondson. A shot tipped just wide of the Edmonton net. And Henrique on the right wing off the boards and out with it. Edmondson just inside his own blue line. Over to Clark. Clark cross ice to Edmondson. To the Oiler end, drops it to Tanner Jeannot. Right in behind the Edmonton net. Comes off the boards, goes to Byfield, skates up to the line, and it does come out.
Edmonton needs to complete a change here.
Jeannot will shoot it in, and he takes a hard hit from Emberson, and it's in behind the Edmonton goal.
It's a good hit.
Kulak, pass up the left wing to Arvidsson. Now in on the right side to Draisaitl. Catch up to it in behind the King net. Takes it to the left. Up to the top of the circle. Pass to the point to Nurse. And that gets blocked. And out with it is Moore for Los Angeles coming down the right wing. Into the Oiler end across to Spence. One-timer. Nice save by Skinner coming across. The Oilers come out 2-on-1. Draisaitl with Arvidsson to Draisaitl. Oh, the save by Kemper with a left pad. And he covers it as the Oilers get a 2-on-1 rush.
Great opportunity.
5 minutes, 4 seconds gone here in the third. 1-0 Edmonton leads.
I mean, excellent play that time by Arvidsson to slide it across, and look who had the poker out to save there, Darcy Kemper. You've seen that before.
I have.
From his time in Red Deer. And a terrific hit by Ty Emerson. He lambasted Tanner Jeannot. The Oilers have, for the most part, matched the physicality of the LA Kings tonight.
Puck to the right point. Bouchard down the right wing boards to McDavid. Now to Nugent Hopkins. A shot, and that's off the stick of Anderson and out of play.
It's the Barbara Walters special with the shots right now.
2020.
The Oilers are out hitting LA to this point in this game. 12-5.
Face off to the left of Kemper.
A couple of guys dressed up as George the Animal Steel.
I like it.
Nobody could bite off a turnbuckle like George.
It's for you old school wrestling fans out there. Nugent Hopkins wins the draw to the right point. Bouchard off the stick of McDavid. It goes in behind the net. Kopitar to Kempe. Cuts to the middle. Cross to Gavrikov. Now in over the line. It'll go to Anderson. A shot and a glove save made by Skinner. Kopitar was in front of the net. Kempe was at the side of the net.
He tracked that one.
He did.
But they've twice now hit a late trailer on cross-ice passes. They're activating the backside D. Try to create a little bit more offense here.
Kopitar skated in front of Skinner as that shot was being released, and for him to pick that up the way he did is impressive. It's into the corner. Fiala after it on the left wing. 1-0 Oilers here in the third. Kept down the left side. Kopitar throws it in front. Nobody there for the Kings. Off the corner boards. It goes to Gavrikov. Right side for Kempe. He'll turn. He'll shoot it. Stick save made by Skinner. Up the left wing is Brown, and he'll bring it out for the Oilers. Coming down that left side. Goes to the left wing corner. In behind the net to Nurse. Trying to get it back to Brown, but Anderson got in front of him. Gives the puck to Kempe.
Oilers just need to keep one guy high at all times here.
Gavrikov inside his own zone. Kempe over to Edmonton. Center ice, fans on his dump in. Emberson will get it out for Edmonton to McDavid. He'll come in, try to cut to the middle. It goes over to the left side, got it back to the point. Kulak with his shot, and that's blocked, and it comes out. That one went off of Byfield. Puck flipped right back in.
That hurt Byfield.
Did. Clark on the inboards, lost it. Puck gets into the corner. Perry to Kapanen. Kapanen left wing corner in the King zone. Got it loose behind the net to Corey Perry. Sent back to the line. Emberson, a shot. Glove saved by Kemper. He's going to hold on to it. We'll take a break. We played 6 minutes, 53 seconds of the third period. 1-0. The Oilers lead the Kings from Rogers Place. It's Ford Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network. Bob Stauffer. We're in the Legacy Heating and Cooling broadcast booth. Legacy Heating and Cooling. Home and no payments, no interest for 1 year. 1-0 Oilers lead. We played 6:53 of the third period. Connor McDavid, the goal scorer. That was late in the second.
Well, in many respects, I mean, you could assert that the Kings, certainly through the first 35 minutes of this game, had this game play the way they wanted it played. But the Oilers are perhaps better equipped to play games like this now, too. And we know both teams are going to be making additions. The Kings, though, a huge one in Drew Doughty at some point.
Face off in the Kings zone, and Podkolzin back to the point to Bouchard down the left side. Ekholm in front of the net off of Gavrikov. It goes under Kemper, and he'll cover it up.
How did he keep that out?
I don't know.
And even the way he's flexing, it's almost like he's trying to protect, making sure that puck didn't spin itself into the net, was over the line.
Oilers come close. Swept towards the net by Arvidsson.
Yeah, that was an active stick from Victor.
Kemper just kept
it
out.
He fought that.
He did. Puck to the blue line. Ekholm off the corner boards. It goes in behind the net.
With 12 minutes, 56 seconds left in the third period, the Edmonton Oilers are beating the Los Angeles Kings 1-0.
Turning back into his own zone. Around to Anderson. He'll get it out. Glove down by Bouchard. Puck comes to center ice, and it was Byfield, knocked off his stick. Turcotte follows the play, brings it in, left wing to Byfield, goes to left corner. Centering pass off the stick of Fogle, hit the outside of the net. Puck goes back to the point. Moverari, left wing, is shot off a stick and over the glass and out of play.
And Bouchard's stick was there, and that almost deflected in off of Bouchard into the net.
.44 gone here in the third. 1-0 Oilers lead. Face off to the right of Stuart Skinner.
58% LA in the face-offs in this game, and their best man, Kopitar, on the ice against McDavid. Connor wins it.
Carr wins it. Kulak behind the net to Nurse. The left wing to Nugent Hopkins. Floats it to the middle of Kulak. He'll shoot it in. Kemper stops it. Rims it. Nugent Hopkins got it to his skates. Goes to the right wing to Hyman. Then behind the net it goes. McDavid putting the pressure on Spence. McDavid wins the battle. Goes over to the right. A centering pass on the hit of skate. Went up in the air and off the glove of Kopitar and just wide.
Kopitar saved the goal there.
He did. That was going to go in the net. Because Kemper had no idea where it was. After he hit the skate and elevated.
And that's why you jab and put pucks on the net.
You never know. In the neutral zone, Hyman to McDavid. Into the Kings end goes left wing. Drops it back. The shot by Connor Brown. Stick saved by Kemper. 1-0 Oilers. 8:30 gone. 8:40 gone here in the third period. Emberson in his own blue line. Over to Matthias Ekholm.
Connor got absolutely drilled right in front of the LA bench. And there were words after.
He's in on the right wing. Anderson with it in his skates. Janmark right there. Puck through the middle. It's Moore. Left wing to Jeannot. It's into the Oilers zone. Goes to the corner.
Good takeout again. Emberson
takes right off of it. Puck comes out, and it's Janmark down the left wing. He's got Brown with him. 2-on-1 to Brown. The shot that misses short side. The puck's in off the boards and out.
Oilers have had a lot of looks here in the third. On 2-on-1s now.
Right wing, Brown will shoot it in. 1-0 Oilers lead. Clark in behind his net, left side to Edmondson. The left wing to Byfield. Now into the Oiler end, he just had to go right off his stick, and Nurse has it for the Oilers. Across to Kapanen. Will they get it into the Kings zone? Clark back out with it. To Byfield, now to Fogle. Into the Oiler end, left wing corner in front of the net. Turcotte was tied up by Nurse, could not get a shot away. Puck to the right point off the stick of Spence, and it'll go out. Kapanen will get to it in the Kings zone. Kapanen stops left corner. Back to the left wing point. Kulak over to Bouchard. He'll shoot it just wide. Kept in by Kulak in behind the net. To the right wing now on the right wing boards. It's Draisaitl. Quick pass to the point. Kulak with a blast and the save made by Kemper. He'll hold on to that. 9:46 to go here in the third. 1-0. Oilers lead the Kings. We'll be right back from Rogers Place. It's Ford Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network. Place 1-0 Oilers lead the Kings. 9:46 to go in the third period.
Perry stalking here.
Yeah, he is. Talking with Alex Turcotte.
Well, Turcotte a couple of years ago at their rookie camp, about 4 years ago, was chirping a fellow by the name of Cade McNally.
Oh, yeah.
And Cade did not take it easy on him the rest of the way. And opened up some eyes, I think, with the degree of physicality.
He's good at closing some, too.
Oh, yeah. He's a tough kid.
Tough kid.
And he's limited. He's in the Central League right now. Or maybe he's in the ECHL. You know who would know? Mitch Jewell.
Yeah, Mitch would know.
Mitch would know.
Face off to the right of Kemper. Puck gets to the middle, a hard shot, and the save made by Kemper off of Arvidsson. Up the right wing, Fiala will get it out. Flips it up, batted by the glove of Nurse. Now Nurse gets control of the puck. Forced into the corner by Kempe, and Arvidsson will get it out through the middle where he finds Podkolzin. Up the left wing to Draisaitl, softly off the left wing boards, but Podkolzin gets to it first. Along the left wing boards to Arvidsson. Oh, it just hopped over his stick. Clark to Kempe at his own blue line. Brings it up the left wing. Give it to Kopitar. Got checked on the play. And McDavid down the right side. In over the line to Arvidsson to the middle. Nugent Hopkins, a shot. That's partially blocked. Side of the net just chopped wide. And it went up in the air. It looked like it hit Arvidsson up high. Edmondson with it. Left wing corner in his own end. Through the middle. We'll get it out. And down. It won't be icing.
Ribbon hard here. They changed their forecheck up here, Cam.
Home up against the boards. 8:40 to go in the third. 1-0 Oilers lead. McDavid will get it out through the middle to Nugent Hopkins. At center ice, dumps it in. Kemper at the side of the net to Anderson. To the right wing corner to Gavrikov. Through the middle, Lewis went off his stick, cleared out. Ekholm gets it down the ice. He'll go into the corner, and it's Hyman in the LA zone. Left wing boards to Janmark. Goes to the top of the circle. It does come out. Stetcher, center ice. To Henrique. He'll come in. He'll shoot it. Blockered away by Kemper. Puck to the left corner. Henrique got it behind the net and over to the boards. Where Byfield will bring it out for the Kings. Dump the puck to the left corner. Goes in behind the net. Byfield got to it. Back to the right point for Spence. Right wing boards to Byfield. His pass that goes off and Janmark comes out.
Janmark read that. Forced the turnover.
Shot into the Oilers zone. Stetcher goes in behind the goal. Rims on the left wing. Corey Perry goes across to Nurse. Nurse back into his own zone. 7.5 to go in the third. 1-0 Oilers lead. Nurse holding on to it.
Now they're back into their 1-1-3.
Right back into the neutral zone. Emberson, left wing, gave it to Kapanen. Got it to the middle. Fiala's able to steal it. He'll get it out. Up the left wing to Kopitar. Kopitar, a shot. And a save made by Skinner as Kopitar had come down the left wing. 7:06 to go in the third. 1-0 Oilers lead.
Well, when Stewart's struggling a bit, sometimes those pucks squeeze in him, through him. Kopitar, of course, scored an overtime winner against the Oilers last year. Here, the only game that LA won. Kings have won 6 games in the last 3 years in the playoffs. 3 have been in overtime.
Kings winning in overtime in the regular season against the Oilers. Their only meeting, December 28th. Face off to the right of Skinner. Draisaitl against Kopitar. Puck behind the Edmonton net. Kempe. He'll get the wraparound to Fiala, and the save made by Skinner. Puck to the right wing boards. Podkolzin off the boards. Knocked out of the air by Clark. Kept it in for the Kings. Right wing corner. Kempe. Behind the net to Kopitar to Kempe. Left side. Fiala's shot. A riser goes off the arm of Skinner. Fiala with a puck on the left wing. To the point. Edmondson. Over to the right, in from the right side was Clark. Podkolzin got it behind the net. Fiala is there for Los Angeles. Gets it on the left wing to Edmondson, across to Clark. Went to put it off the inboards. Kulak to Draisaitl. Bring it out for the Oilers. Cuts to the middle. Now in over the King line on the right wing. Down the right side. The shot saved by Kemper. The rebound, and he's able to cover that up. 6:14 to go in the third. The Oilers up 1-0.
Tell you, Clark's gone after Podkolzin a couple times, and if I was Mr. Clark, I'd be a little careful there. Podkolzin, as you know,
he can throw them. Found that out in Nashville this year.
Yes.
Yeah.
Troy Brouwer.
Just went. He just left.
One of the St. Louis Bird Dogs.
That's right.
That was here all playoffs. Well, it's not like they didn't ask for him at the trade deadline. But Colson's been one of the replacements. So too is Emerson. Basically for Holloway and Broberg. Colson for Holloway and Emerson for Broberg, and those guys are both playing really well for the St. Louis Blues. But I don't think you can argue with what Edmonton's gotten out of. Look out.
Here's Moore. He'll bring it in, coming down the right wing. Goes into the right wing corner. McDavid takes him to the end boards. Moore trying to protect the puck. Gets rimmed to the left point. Anderson, a shot off a stick and just wide. Ekholm can clear it out for Edmonton. 1-0 Oilers lead here in the third. 5:45 to go as Moore pass to the middle. Dano with a poke towards the net. Pad save made by Skinner. Puck to the left wing point. Hops over the stick of Anderson. It comes out. Get it across to Gavrikov. Give it to Dano. Lost it to Bouchard. It gets to center ice. Connor Brown will shoot it in for the Oilers. Spence on the inboards. Brown's right on him. Loose puck to Turcotte. Right wing from Byfield.
This guy's been arguably their most dangerous player, Byfield.
Spence on the right wing shoots it in. That's icing against the Kings. 5:07 to go here in the third period. The Oilers up 1-0.
Now, part of the thing to factor in, I mean, Broberg at $4.59 million, Holloway at $2.29 million. They've been very good for St. Louis, but the Oilers didn't have that sort of cap space because some decisions that were made earlier in the summer, and the fact we'd never seen a double offer sheet before. But you can't argue, put Coles on a 2-year deal at $1 million. I can't figure out why it didn't work in Vancouver. The guy works his absolute tail off. You know what you get from him every shift. And then Emerson's coming. And Mr. Fogel's given a little bit of a tap there to put Coles in.
Puck goes to the left wing point. Nurse waiting, snaps a shot, tipped on net, and is saved by Kemper. Draisaitl picked that out of the air. Now everybody gathers in front of the LA net.
Don't sit there and pick off, put Coles in, if you're not picking off a guy from LA.
Why not? There's no penalty there.
No, I'm saying in terms of the linesman.
Oh, okay. Yeah, all right. We'll take a break. 5:02 to go here in the third. Oilers up 1-0 on the Kings from Rogers Place. It's Ford Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network. Kings, 5:02 to go in the third period. Cam Moon with Bob Stauffer.
Music 180, CHQCAM is a news radio station based in Edmonton, Alberta, Canada.
Admiring both teams' games tonight.
Close.
A hard-fought game.
It was LA took a little bit of the life out of the building in the first with how effective they were. Oilers have been a second-period team all season long.
Puck goes to Arvidsson on the left wing. Pass to the middle. It gets picked off. Fiala will get it out. Then he lost it. Arvidsson broke things up. Fiala through the middle to Kempe to Kopitar to Kempe. Into the Oiler end, goes to the left corner. Kopitar, he gets pinned. Draisaitl tried to lift it up and out. Knocked down by Kempe. They'll call that a high stick.
Well, Kempe's been a prolific goal scorer the last 3 seasons. 35, 41, and 28 goals. He's already got 20 this year. And not surprising with a team with a plus 22 goal. Both teams came into this game with a plus 22 goal differential. They got a lot of guys around plus 16, 17, 18. The Oilers have a guy at plus 27 right now. He's leading the league in goals.
Yeah.
He's leading the league in game-winning goals. He's leading the league in even-strength goals. And he's leading the league in plus-minus.
If you score a lot, you tend to get a lot of pluses. And Leon Draisaitl's done that.
That's the sort of advanced stat work that I think the fans have come to really appreciate from you, Cam.
We are really grinding it out here. Up the right wing. Anderson kept it in for the Kings. Goes along the boards. As Moore battles for Los Angeles. Round to the right. In for the point. Gavrikov. It'll go to Ekholm, though. Rims it off the glass. It goes out of play. 4:14 to go in the third. 1-0 Oilers lead. Connor McDavid, the goal scorer. That came at 18:37 of the second. Nurse and Draisaitl on the assists.
Well, I mean, the truth of the matter is the Kings have done a better job containing McDavid in the regular season than they have in the playoffs. He's got 36 points in 18 career playoff games against LA. I don't even know. Yeah, he would have, because he had 7 in one game and he had 12 the year the Oilers lost in 5 to the Kings. Wayne, I was thinking, was Wayne over 2 points per game in the playoffs against LA?
Puck cleared out. Henrique into the King zone. Just for a moment. Coming the other way. Warren Fogle makes a move at the Edmonton blue line.
That was offside.
He'll shoot it. Glove save made by Skinner.
Yeah, Wayne had 7 one night and the Oilers won 13-3.
Oh, I remember the 13. That was 87 playoffs.
Yeah, that was a great year.
It was. They had Still the One was the goal song. They could barely have that thing queued up in time, the way they were scoring goals in that game.
It's a little bit different era. The goalies were 5'11" to 6 feet.
True. Face off to the right.
Stand
Skinner.
up.
Occasionally. Draisaitl against Byfield in the face-off circle. Just under 4 minutes to go in the third. The Oilers up 1-0. Nurse gets the puck around the boards to the line, and Edmondson hustled to keep it in. Puck to the corner. Turcotte lost it. Top of the circle. Getting it out is Draisaitl. Shoot the puck. It'll skip to Kemper. Took a nasty hop. He'll hold on to it. It'll be a face-off in the Kings zone.
Still a one, eh?
That was the goal song in '87.
A lot of big hair back then.
There was, yeah. Face off to the right. Darcy Kemper.
In your case, you had hair back then, didn't you?
I did, yes.
Oh, I only had one chin back then, so look at it that way.
David in the face-off circle. He'll win it. Goes to Ekholm, left point. In behind the net to McDavid. Rim the puck. It's on the top of the circle, and it's Moore to get it out for the Kings. His pass off of Ekholm.
Tell you, Mikey Anderson's a real good defender.
He is. Gavrikov up the right to Moore. He was in early. It's offside against the Kings. Anderson logs a lot of ice time.
Played at that Minnesota Duluth program that won a couple national championships in the late 2010s.
From macrotrends.net. On June 6, 2022, the Edmonton Oilers lost to the Colorado Avalanche 6-5 in overtime. The Oilers lost to the Colorado Avalanche in 4 games in the third round. With 3 minutes, 19 seconds left in the third period, the Edmonton Oilers are beating the Los Angeles Kings 1-0.
Lewis, he'll rim the puck in the Oilers zone. Goes to the line past Anderson and out. Brought right back in. Lewis down the left wing. Stops left wing. Got it into the corner for Moore. Moore turns left corner in front of the net. Put it on goal. Saved by Skinner. Kulak in behind the Oiler net up the left wing. Podkolzin will get it out. 2:45 to go in the third. 1-0 Oilers lead. Puck shot into the Kings zone.
So what do you think?
He'll be coming
he's
soon.
already looking.
Kemper's already looking.
Yeah.
Byfield loops in front of the net.
Now this guy's a one-man zone entry with his speed.
To Fiala, there goes Kemper. He's halfway now. He's going. Puck shot towards Skinner. He'll glove it. He'll hold on. With 2:23 to go in the third, the Oilers are up 1-0, and Darcy Kemper has gone to the bench for the Kings.
Now Edmonton has not scored a lot of empty netters this year, Cam. Like
now would be a good time.
Colorado has scored a ton.
Are you going to call timeout? No, maybe not. Oilers going to get Draisaitl, McDavid, and Hyman out there. They're on the ice with Ekholm and Emberson.
Fogle out there. You know where he's going to.
Kopitar to take the draw against Draisaitl. Yeah, Fogle out there with Kopitar, Kempe, Byfield, Fiala, and Spence. And the puck goes to the top of the circle, right to McDavid. He's going to bring it out to center. He'll look at the net. He'll shoot off the post. And it goes just wide of the net after it hit Hyman.
That's unreal.
Oh, he hit the post from the blue line. Fiala will bring the puck through the middle and dump it in off the stick of Kempe. Ekholm flips it out, gloved by Spence. We'll cross to Fiala. Under 2 to go here in the third. 1-0 Oilers lead as they host the Kings.
2 posts tonight.
Byfield dumps it to the corner. It goes in behind the net, comes to Byfield on the left side to the point to Fiala. Fiala will shoot it off the skate of McDavid. Goes to the left corner. Byfield gave it away to Hyman up the right wing. Getting it out is McDavid, and Spence will get to it first.
That's offside. Yeah, it's offside.
Offside, the call.
Sorry, Cam, mowed your lawn there.
No problem. 1:27 to go here in the third. 1-0 Oilers lead.
Notice who they have out here at the end of the game?
Yeah, Emberson. Yeah, that says lots.
They're going to need to sign that guy. 2-year bridge. Timeout. LA.
Rest those top forwards so they can stay out there with 1:27 to go here in the third. 1-0 Edmonton leads on the goal by Connor McDavid. He hits the post on the empty net. Keeping the Kings alive in this game. It's been a hard-fought battle. It was a tight game in Los Angeles after Christmas. Went to overtime. Could have went either way. Kings got the better of the Oilers that night. And this one has been every bit as close.
Frankly, the Oilers are unlucky. They were lucky to survive the first scoreless. They're unlucky not to have 3 or 4 goals in this game.
Exactly.
They've had 3 or 4 pucks that have been past Kemper. I mean, the Ekholm shot in the second period, he beat him clean, just crossbarred it.
Kemper's going back into the net until Los Angeles gets control of the puck.
And Edmonton gets their best now. It's McDavid, Draisaitl, and Hyman back on the ice.
Yeah. It'll be Nurse and Kulak on the back end now. Kemper's between the hash marks.
Oilers have almost negated the advantage that LA had in the face-off circle. Kings have at 52.5%. At one point in this game, they were at 63%. And Leon cleanly wins that draw count.
Nurse in his own end. Up the right wing, off the stick of Hyman. It goes into the Kings zone. Kemper's got to play it. They give it to Fiala. Up the left wing. Out of the middle to Spence. Spence to center. Kemper to the bench. Puck rimmed into the Oilers zone. Top of the circle off of Byfield. Rolls it in front of the net. It comes free on the left. Fogle out to Fiala. Shot off the pad of Skinner. Puck behind the net. Last minute here in the third. Oilers up 1-0. Puck on the right wing. Kopitar to Fogle. Jams it on goal. Saved by Skinner. And he covers it up as Warren Fogle just tried to muscle that thing into the net. 50 seconds left.
So they knocked the lid off on Skinner. I think Fogle did. Yes, he did.
Yeah. Stuart Skinner has to reset that mask. Face-off will be at the Oiler end to the left of Skinner. 1-0 Oilers lead.
Leon needs another face-off win. And one thing about Ekholm is he is not afraid. He's a veteran. He knows how to elevate pucks. Unlikely he just eat it if Leon can get a straight draw back.
Wins it right back to Ekholm. Will get it up in the air and out. Bounces. It will be icing. Oh, that was tight.
Thought he had the outturn draw there, Cam. It's exactly what they did. Leon won the draw, and Ekholm hoisted it high.
43 seconds left. And hit the boards and rolled up on end. Otherwise, it wouldn't have made the icing line. Face off to the right of Skinner. Puck to the top of the circle. Nugent Hopkins on the left wing. He's able to get it out. Puck at center ice. Now it hits a skate. Goes to McDavid. He'll give it to Nugent Hopkins. The empty net. His shot goes wide. 30 seconds left. Spence will get it out through the middle. Left wing to Byfield. Off his stick into the corner. Ties up with Emberson. Puck along the board. 17 seconds left. They're trying to get this thing free. Kopitar to the left wing point. Shot. And that one blocked. Fiala let it go. Draisaitl's going to get it out. He's down the left wing. He's got the empty net. Pass to Nugent Hopkins, but it's behind him. Won't matter. Puck gets to center. Emberson shoots. That's blocked by Fiala. The Oilers hold on. They win this one. 1-0 over the Kings.
Final score, Kings 0, Oilers 1.
Perfect. He gets the shutout. Second of the season. 6th of his NHL career. And the Oilers get their 27th win. 1-0 here over the Kings.
Cam, it's this simple. Edmonton's goalie was one save better than LA's goaltender tonight. The Oilers had the higher degree of scoring chances in this game. A-grade looks, especially in the final 2 periods. But very, different than maybe what happened in Game 4 in LA in the opening round last year, because the Kings peppered the Oilers and outshot them quite substantially. This was an even hockey game. 31-30 final shots.
Like a heavyweight battle. Kings with lots of chances in the first period early. Oilers come back in the second.
Edmonton needs to work on their empty net shots.
Connor McDavid hit a post. The Nugent Hopkins one went wide. Then they had the pass that was in behind Nugent Hopkins from Draisaitl. You're right. There was opportunity there for a empty net goal and put this one away. And we can head downstairs, and we got Brendan Escott standing by with Ty Emberson.
Well, Ty, never a lot separating these two teams. I know you haven't experienced the playoff series quite yet, but did you get a sense of what that might be like in today's